DLC 5, is it going to happen or not? I do not know. I wish I had the answers. I wish I could go forward in time, check out and see if DLC 5 comes out, then come back and be like, all right, here's what's going down, here's the lowdown, get like thousands of views, whole bunch of clickbait, next thing you know, boom, I got 1 million subscribers. But that's unfortunately not the case. But I mean, if you do want to tell your friends to subscribe, you should totally subscribe. Anyways, I'm not sure if DLC 5 is actually going to come out. Now, yes, we're all super hyped for DLC 5. We don't know if it's going to happen or not, but we're just, we're bringing the hype up. We're bringing up the hype train. But I just don't want us to be so let down if it doesn't come out. Because yes, Treyarch did say that they were going to continue to support Black Ops 3 post, Infinite Warfare coming out. And the only thing they've really done is they added Newton's Cookbook and some DLC weapons into supply drops, which that's some shady fucking shit. Pretty soon we're gonna have, more supply drop weapons, and we're gonna have actual weapons that come with the game, but that's none of my business, whatever. But I think a lot of us are kind of hoping for DLC 5 because we've been so burned recently. Infinite Warfare Zombies isn't really the best. We got kind of let down and disappointed with Revelations and the ending to that, and just the whole map kind of in general, people weren't that pleased with it. So we're all expecting DLC 5 to come out. Now, I have made a couple videos in the past talking about DLC 5, but I'm just going to kind of reiterate what I've been saying recently. Now, I don't know if DLC 5 is actually going to be, a thing, if it's just going to be a full Zombies DLC or if it's going to be Zombies and multiplayer. The smart thing for Activision to do would be to make it, 4 multiplayer maps and then a Zombies map. That would just make the most amount of money that they possibly could, because multiplayer is the backbone of Call of Duty. That's what I've been saying, Zombies is kind of just like its own little separate thing that not many people play. The majority of people play multiplayer. Man, I'm tripping over my words. Anyways, most people play multiplayer, so it would be smart for Activision to release multiplayer maps along with maybe one Zombies map. Now, if that's the case, is it going to be a new Zombies map or is it going to be a remastered map? Or if it's just a complete Zombies standalone map, what's going to happen? Is there going to be, 4 Zombies map? Is it going to be a Resurrection 2.0? Is it just going to be, some remade, remastered maps with a new one? Or what's the case going to be? Honestly, I think I would be happy if it was just remastered maps, but I would want to see a new one. The unfortunate thing is, if it is a remastered map, I don't know how exactly it's going to work out, because yes, it would be great to play on some old maps, it'd be great to play on like Ascension or Kino on the Black Ops 3 engine with some Black Ops 3 guns. I do think that would be fun. Unfortunately, I think the thing that makes most Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, or even World at War maps is just the nostalgia based around it and just the simplicity of it. But if you port those maps over into Black Ops 3, then there's going to be, Black Ops 3 weapons, the wall weapons are going to be completely changed. Like, I think one of my favorite things was the M14 in Olympia in the starting rooms, but if they remake the maps, I don't think we're going to get those guns. I think we're going to be stuck with the RK5 and Shiva, and that's going to set us all off anyways. Plus the box weapons, I think the thing that makes some of those older maps, again, are the weapons. We used to have, like, let's say the Galil, or we would have bad guns in the box, but in Black Ops 3 every single gun is basically viable. There are some bad guns in the box, and I'm thankful that they threw those in, like, the Shadow Claws or the L4 Siege. I mean, that's actually still pretty good of a gun, but it's not the Ray Gun Mark III. But another thing that I think could go wrong is gobblegums. Let's take Origins for example. The whole reason Origins is fun is because it's a challenge. It's a challenge, but it's not tediously challenging, if you know what I'm saying. Let's take getting multiple perks on that map. In Black Ops 3, you would just, pop the Gobblegum machine, get Unquenchable, Perkaholic, or On the House, and then you'd be done. You could get as many perks as you want. But with Origins, you had to get the Golden Shovel, you had to dig up red dig sites, you had to go all throughout the map to find these red dig sites, and then finally you could just get 1 extra perk. So you would have to do that 4 times in total if you wanted more perks, and then you could finally get your free double tap, and then you would have 9 perks, which would be absolutely crazy. But that's what made Origins fun, is all the challenges to it. But it wouldn't be fun if you introduce Gobblegums into it. So with the remastered maps, if they do release remastered maps, I do not want to see Gobblegums in there. But unfortunately, that's what they did with the Giant, and I think that made it just a little bit underwhelming. I want a classic map. I don't want all this new stuff in my old maps. I do not want to see double Pack-a-Punch in some of these maps. Yes, that would be cool, but that would just kind of defeat the purpose. Like, think about this on Origins again. Instead of getting the Ice Staff or the Electric Staff, or the Lightning Staff, dang, I'm tired, whatever it is. Instead of getting that, you could just Pack-a-Punch a wall weapon, and you could get basically the same effect. And the Pack-a-Punch upgrades end up being better than the stabs later on. Like, once the stab starts sucking at like round 50, your double Pack-a-Punch upgrades are still there and they're still kicking ass. So there really would be no point in getting the stats, which is unfortunate. Or you could totally pop a shopping free and open up all of the entire map, which would suck because part of the fun on that map is not being able to open everything up. You have to, you have to conserve your points. You have to be very specific about what you're doing in order to open up the entire map by a decent round. Getting the Ice Staff by round 4, hopefully upgrading everything, like all the stabs by like round 14. That's so much fun. But if you introduce Gobblegums into it, it's not going to be a challenge, and Origins is going to suck. With Mob of the Dead, one of the things that I like to do on that map is get jugged by round 1. You kind of have to abuse some of the things that they put in the game. Like, you have to take advantage of the double points, and then you go down and you start the washing machine and a whole bunch of zombies start to spawn. Then you get more double points, and then you use all 3 of your afterlives. It's a very meticulous and particular strategy, but you can get jugged by round 1. But if they have Gobblegum machines on there, first room, pop a Perkaholic, you're good. You're done. You don't even have to do anything. You don't have to go into Afterlife. You don't have to shock anything unless you want to open a door. That's it. You don't have to do anything. And that's something that is really unfortunate. I think even if they remastered like Transit or something, I think Transit with Gobblegums, I don't think it would make it any better. I think, yes, it would make it easier, but that's not the thing about Transit. It's not the fact that Transit's hard, it's the fact that it's tedious. But if you add Gobblegums to it, then you're going to be set up by round 10 on Transit, and at that point you're going to be like, well, now what? There used to be so much to do, but now I'm good, I built my jet gun, I guess, and I'm fine now. So that's the one thing that I really do not want to see in these remade maps. If they are going to release remastered maps, please do not add in Gobblegums. Like, Treyarch, I beg you, please do not add in Gobblegums. It would just be a terrible, terrible idea. No double Pack-a-Punch either. I do not want to see that. And I don't want to see extra perks. I'd be fine if they added in Widow's Wine, I guess. But I don't know. Like, if they come out with Ascension, they took out Double Tap for Ascension, and if they put Double Tap back in for Ascension Remastered, that's not Ascension, it's Ascension Reimagined, which is kind of unfortunate. So there's a really specific way for them to do the remastered maps that I think we're all expecting, but because it's Treyarch, I don't know what their plan is, and I would love to see a completely new map, but I don't think DLC 5, I don't know, guys. I really don't know. I don't think DLC 5 is going to happen because there's no reason for Treyarch to take their time out of, working on COD 2018 to put into an older game that, yes, did sell well, but not many people are playing it. If you look at some of the numbers, I mean, the numbers for Black Ops 3 are still, kind of low right now with Infinite Warfare being out. Yes, it does suck and not many people want to play it, but Black Ops 3, the numbers for that are still insanely low at the moment, which, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know if it would be in their best interest to release a DLC 5, and I don't know if it would be in their best interest to make it a zombies-only DLC. So anyways, that's my thoughts about DLC 5. I got some special videos coming for you guys. I got a couple things that are planned. This is going to be kind of a hectic week at school, so I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to upload this week, but anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends to subscribe. We're trying to get 200 subscribers by April 15th, so let's see if we can hit that goal. Thank you all so much for watching. My name's Ben Panther, and I will see you in the next one.